This is Kameshwari from Nalla Narasimhareddy Education Society Group of Institution, Department of Civil Engineering. My subject watershed management. In that watershed management, today we are going to discuss about Unit 1 Introduction to Watershed Management. In that Unit 1, today topic is Concept of Watershed Development. Concept of watershed development. Already discussed in previous classes. What is watershed? First of all, what is watershed? A watershed is a geographical area on the earth where water falls from the atmosphere, flows across, stored underground and then released from higher to lower elevation into a streams, river, pond or other water body over a period of time, which then finally drains into a ocean or sea, which can finally drains into a ocean or sea. Generally, watershed can be compared to a leaf. It can be compared like the figure shows like a leaf. The edge of the leaf can be equated to watershed divisions like leaves. These are the watersheds. The main veins and subveins. That is equated with the main rivers and then its tributaries. The main watershed like a leaf, the main vein and subveins is equal to main river and its tributaries. Main drain, this is main drain is ridge line and main drain like a leaf. Watershed can be compared to a leaf. The edge of the leaf can be equated to watershed divine. The main veins and subveins like parallelly rivers and then tributaries. Watershed may be large or small. That can be large or small. They may vary in sizes from less than an acre to thousands of square million in area. They can be found in all landscapes like forest, agriculture lands, small towns and cities. Generally, the watershed changes in the watershed occur due to gravity or running water. Due to gravitational force, causes of erosion of soil particles from higher elevation to lower elevation. When precipitation from the atmosphere to ground surface reaches earth surface, some of the water infiltrate into the ground surface, excess water stagnate on a ground surface and that can be flows on a ground surface. During that process, soil particles also flows through the water. Around the water also soil particles also eroded. In that process, heavier particles getting deposited first, followed by the lighter ones. But we can in vegetation areas, the water will be absorbed and infiltrate into the ground surface and then reaches to the streams, finally percolate and finally reaches to the lakes, rivers, streams. So this is the main water, where this is the main vein like watershed and this is the subveins. Unfortunately, human activities are contaminating these valuable resources and interfering with the health of the watershed, which results in both short-term and long-term problems. The domestic and industrial waste have polluted the polluted the major watershed across the globe. So proper management of land activities, the proper management of land activities to encourage the vegetation and to protect the water within a watershed. Proper management of land according to their capability and main to provide standard quality of water by encouraging the vegetation. So infiltrate into some of the water, infiltrate in some of the water, flooding on the ground surface, so soil will be eroded. But in vegetation areas, in that vegetation soil will be around the vegetation and water will be absorbed in that areas, so that will be infiltrate into the ground surface. The main advantage of vegetation without vegetation. And second one is, what are the objectives of watershed management? What are the objectives of watershed management? The main objective of watershed management is clean and sufficient drinking water, access to sanitation, infrastructure, education and self-help, financial management, soil quality, protection rates, impact of natural hazards, physical health, income and natural resources. The objective of watershed management is improvement, advancement, regeneration and security, and reduce the upward arrow indicates improvement, financial management, education and clean water, and downward arrow reduce the natural hazards and resulting in soil quality, production rates. We can improve the vegetation or water bodies and people's infrastructures or education and self-help, reducing the natural hazards, finally resulting in soil quality, production rates. The main object of watershed is involves analysis, protection, development, operation or maintenance of land, vegetation of a drainage basin for the conservation of all of its resources, and adopting sustainable land use measures, protection of reservoir and channels from various types of pollutions. Protect the reservoirs and channels from various types of pollutions, and promoting the growth of low water consuming species and water saving technologies, and to provide standard quality of water by encouraging vegetation and waste disposal facilities, and also reducing the occurrences of floods. Due to reduces of occurrence of floods, implementation of flood reduces agents, that is river engineering, afforestation and planned urban development on flood plains, and rehabilitation lands to increase the productivity of practicing soil conservation, afforestation, and to increase the infiltration and percolation of rainwater to recharge the aquifer. We can encourage the vegetation, increase the infiltration and percolate of rainwater to recharge the aquifer. So ultimately groundwater table will be increases to we can encourage the vegetation, increase the groundwater table, and also reduce the occurrences of floods such as river engineering, afforestation. So educate the people and self-help to reduce the incidence of natural diseases such as landslides by intensive revegetation and excavation, excessive development and constructional activities in landslide prone areas and mountain regions. So some of the elements will be we can reduce, some of the elements will be we can improve. So increase the employment opportunities of the people, resulting in improvement in their income and better living standards. So increase in the employment opportunities of the people, resulting in improvement in their income and better living standards. So protection of reservoirs and water channel streams from the pollutants, reduce the pollutants, and increase the crop protection or vegetation, increase the infiltration activities, and reduce the flood reduction agencies, and improve the employment and some of the techniques, improvement of income and better living standards.